let's talk about female hormones, shall we? All right. First, don't forget that what's happening in the female is analogous to what's happening in the male. All right, so here I have a picture with the hypothalamus at the top, the pituitary gland. We have the anterior pituitary to the left, posterior pituitary to the right, and then we have the ovary and the uterus there. I am going to be putting in words with abbreviations. So here are the words for the abbreviations I've used. So we're going to start up here in the hypothalamus, where the hypothalamus secretes gonadotropin releasing hormone. And the gonadotropin releasing hormone is going to act on the adenohypophysis or the anterior pituitary. And it's going to secrete two of the flat pig hormones, specifically follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. And both of those hormones will act on the ovary. In the ovary, follicle stimulating hormone promotes follicle growth. And as we know, with follicle growth, the oocyte is going to mature, and those follicular cells are going to start producing estrogen, and that estrogen is going to make our endometrium thicken. At some point in time, we'll hit the critical point of estrogen, and that rising estrogen level will stimulate a surge in luteinizing hormone to be released from the adenohypophysis again. That mid-cycle luteinizing hormone surge will trigger ovulation and release that secondary oocyte, and the follicular cells that are left behind will form a corpus luteum. Progesterone, loss of progesterone and estrogen secreted by the corpus luteum will maintain the endometrium if pregnancy occurs. And it's going to wait 7 to 10 days to see if there's HCG from a zygote being released. These high levels of both progesterone and estrogen, if there is a pregnancy, will inhibit the anterior pituitary from secreting any FSH and LH, as well as the hypothalamus from secreting gonadotropin releasing hormone. So if there is a pregnancy, there will not be any more gonadotropin releasing hormone, FSH or LH, so there will not be any more ovulation, so there will not be any more periods occurring, no more menses occurring. All right, so make sure you understand which graph belongs to which hormone. Gone over it multiple times now. If you don't understand it here, go back to the previous one where I talked about the ovarian and uterine cycles. And if you didn't get it there, go back to where I talked about the ovary itself. All right, so if we look at a 28-day cycle, where day 1 is the beginning of the period, ending at day 5, and ovulation is at day 14, and we assume that a sperm can live for 3 days, and most oocytes will only be able to live for about 24, 48 hours. Most of them, they're at their best for 6 hours, but let's say perhaps it can live a little bit longer. That would put us in a fertile period at most of a week, a few days before ovulation and a few days after ovulation, because, we say day 14 is ovulation, but we don't know if it's 12:01 a.m. or if it's 11:59 p.m. where on that day is going to be ovulation. So if that's your fertile period, then you need to not have sex during your fertile period, which means in theory you could have sex through day 10 and then pick up sex again, starting day 19, 20 until the end of the cycle, if you had a 28-day period. But what would happen if, for instance, that 28-day cycle was followed by a 24-day cycle? Because most women are not exactly every 28 days. So If that was followed by a 24-day cycle and you would expect to be able to have sex safely until day 10, notice days 7, 8, 9, and 10 are peak fertility days. Oops. We could be calling you parents as a result of that, because you don't know this is going to be a 24-day cycle ahead of time. You don't know until the end that it's a 24-day cycle. Okay. Or what if you're going, okay, so now we're going to plan on 24-day cycles, so we're not going to be having sex until day 16. Okay. And after day 16 until day 28, we're going to be safe, because we'll plan that maybe it's a 24-day cycle, maybe it's a 28-day cycle, but that's going to be fine. Well, maybe the next cycle is a 35-day cycle. Oops. Peak fertility is days 17 through 25. Once again, we're going to call you mommy and daddy. So you need to plan ahead. Everything his body is doing is trying to get her pregnant. Everything her body is doing is trying to get her pregnant. So how hard is it to avoid getting pregnant? It's harder than you think. Even when you're using the usual type of birth controls, you're in college, condoms, what the typical collegiate use, according to the Centers for Disease Control, have an 18% failure rate. That's almost 1 in 5. Okay, even with perfect use, it's a 10% failure rate, especially if that condom is kept in the dash of your car or in your wallet, in your back pocket, in case you get lucky. Okay, diaphragms 12%, birth control pill. Everybody says like they've got a 1% or less. Okay, not the way they're taken. Okay, birth control pills have become lower and lower and lower doses, so you have less and less of side effects, except for the one side effect, which is possible pregnancy, which has gone up to 9%, because you have a very narrow window which you have to take the pill at the exact same time every single day. Okay, you miss the pill, you're 4 hours late, your chance of pregnancy go up. You need to have the second type of birth control that month. Same thing, like with the patch. Are you replacing it the day it needs to be replaced? With the ring, same thing. All right. I'm not going to talk anymore about birth control. Let's talk about PMS. Where the woman says, oh yeah, I love you. And then 10 minutes later, she hates you. Come here, go away. I want ice cream. You bring her ice cream. I want fresh fruit. What made you think I wanted ice cream? All right, so premenstrual syndrome is physical and emotional. It's typically the last few days or the last week before the period. It could be anytime during that 2-week things. And basically it's those massive, do you remember seeing those up and down in hormones? Those ladies, every month they're doing this. Men, what were you doing? You hit puberty and you did this for 20 years. And then you did this for the next 40 years. Okay. Whereas every month she's doing this. No wonder she's got PMS. And it will go away the day after the menstrual period starts. Everything is down low, and then everything's going to build back up for a couple of weeks. She has no control over her hormones. Okay. And don't ask her if she's PMSing, and don't blame it on PMS. And ladies, don't attribute something to PMS if you're just being bitchy because you're being bitchy. All right. Then we reach menopause. Okay, so around sometime 40, 45, 55, you want to know when to expect it, ladies. Figure out when your mother went through, or ask your mother, your aunts, when they went through menopause. It's going to be around the same time for you. They went through it early, it's going to be early for you. They went through it late, it's going to be late for you. What happens is the ovaries go, man, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm tired of it. When that gonadotropin releasing hormone comes down, and that FSH and LH comes down, they kind of say, yeah, too bad, so sad. I'm not making estrogen, progesterone this month. Not doing it. And here's the problem. People use the word menopause when what they really mean to say is premenopause, perimenopause. Okay. Perimenopause can go on for 8 to 10 years before you're actually in menopause. So I'll give you the definition of menopause in a minute. So what happens is things change. And by things change, I mean, you start gaining weight, even though you're still exercising and eating just like you had for the last 20 years. You start having night sweats. You think for some reason you are sick because you're waking up with night sweats. Okay, so if you see your mom wearing different pajamas in the morning, and she didn't have sex overnight, it's perimenopause. Hot flashes, okay? Yes, if it's freaking cold in your house in the middle of winter, your mom's told you, put on a sweater, you're already wearing a coat and mittens. She's having hot flashes. She's in perimenopause. She's going to lose her libido. Going to be cranky because she's not sleeping well. Anxiety and or depression. Periods. And I know everybody thinks, yes, the periods are going to be lightened and start spacing out. Before that, it's like the opening of the Red Sea. Periods become heavier, become more frequent. Then they start spacing out. The spacing out can go on for years and years. Okay. Before that final period. And here's the thing. Ladies, you can get pregnant during this 10 years. Don't do what my sister's mother-in-law did. It had been 10 months since her last period. She thought, I'm done with this. They went down for a romantic vacation down in Mexico. She came back with what they thought was Teresa. The nausea, the vomiting went on for 3 months before somebody figured out in her 50s she was pregnant. All right. Menopause is defined, it has been 12 months, 12 months, not 11 and a half, but 12 months since the final period, not 10 months, like my brother-in-law's mother. Yes, this is why I have a brother-in-law. He was the child born more than a dozen years after the last child. Okay. And so in menopause, yeah, all the symptoms don't go away. You end up with what I call the 7 menopausal dwarfs. Itchy, bitchy, sweaty, bloaty, sleepy, forgetful, and my favorite, the psycho bitch. All right. With that, I'm done talking about the hormones. I will see you for the next video where we will talk about what happens after fertilization.